In the scorching heat of the African desert, a newborn giraffe takes its first breath. No herd, no shade, just a barren, blistering land where the ground seems to steam under the relentless sun. Behind the low shrubs, shadows of predators linger, waiting, watching. The calf falls, nearly 2 meters down. A hard landing marks the beginning of life. It lies still, breathing faintly, but instinct won't let it stay down for long. Its legs, limp, wobbly, trembling. It tries to stand, falls, tries again, falls again. No one to lift it, no one to help. The mother stands nearby, silent, because she knows this is the very first test, and no one can face it but her child. Finally, the young calf manages to stand. A small victory, but it marks the very first chapter of its life. Not far away, golden eyes are locked onto every movement. The lions, silent, patient. They've found their target. A weary mother giraffe, a newborn calf with shaky legs, and a distance just close enough to turn this into tragedy. Dry grass rustles softly. The wind shifts. Not a single sound, yet danger moves. One lion creeps low, belly to the ground. The mother turns her head. She senses it, not with sight, but with ancient instinct. Her eyes sharpen, ears perk. Her entire body shifts into high alert. In that moment between life and death, between a mother's instinct and the fear of losing her child, she steps forward to shield her calf like a living shield. The lions wait. They're in no rush. They know one more stumble from the calf is all it takes to begin the hunt. And then they charge. A low growl rolls across the desert like thunder. The lions explode from the grass, claws tearing at the earth, sand erupting into the sky. The mother giraffe reacts in an instant. Without a second of hesitation, she whips around and charges straight at the threat, with her towering frame and a kick like a sledgehammer from her powerful hind legs. She's not just a mother, she's a warrior. A sweeping kick lands squarely on the jaw of the lead lion. A roar bursts out. Painful, startled, the calf stumbles away, unsteady, uncoordinated. But fear is the force pulling it forward with every ounce of strength it has. The chase begins. Dust and sand explode into the air. Labored breaths mix with the thunder of pounding hooves. Heartbeats race with every frantic step. But the mother doesn't back down. Even when a lion cuts her off, she throws herself sideways, blocking the path to her baby. Once again, her long legs strike with precision. Another lion is thrown off its feet, tumbling across the cracked earth. The lions start to falter, not because they can't win, but because they realize the calf's life is guarded by the full fury of a mother's love. But the battle isn't over. The lions circle, eyes still locked on their trembling prey. And then, something unexpected. From the distance, a deep rumble rolls across the desert, like drums echoing through the sand. Dust whirls into the air in thick trails. More than 20 giraffes, tall, powerful, came thundering across the sand toward the mother and her calf. They had heard, they had seen, and now they were here to stand together. The lions knew the battlefield had shifted. From hunters, they were suddenly the hunted. A heavy stomp echoed as the entire giraffe herd surged forward, charging straight into the heart of the predator pack. The lions broke and ran. The desert shook with the pounding of hooves and the furious cries of retreat. It seemed the lions had been driven back in defeat. But the African desert never ends its stories early. The hyenas arrived. They didn't come to save anyone. They came for the scent of blood for opportunity. Nearly 15 of them, eyes gleaming, moving like hungry ghosts across the sand. They didn't strike immediately, but the lions knew the moment they slipped, the hyenas would take everything. Tension peaked. And then, a third shockwave rolled in. From the western edge of the desert, a herd of over 20 zebras came charging in, a whirlwind of dust trailing behind them. They didn't come for the giraffes. They didn't come for the lions. They came because instinct told them to protect their own when danger drew near. In an instant, the desert transformed into a chaotic battlefield. Lions roared and lunged in retaliation. Zebras kicked with full force, sending blood flying from the face of a lion mid-pounce. Hyenas slithered through the chaos, waiting for the smallest opening to sink their teeth in. Giraffes held their formation, defending the calf at the center like a fortress. Dust filled the air. Blood splattered across the sand. Screams, growls, and gasping breaths echoed beneath the sky. There were no hunters, no prey, only chaos, raw, wild, and on the edge of life and death. A savage dance, written in claws and the will to survive. Eventually, the crowd scattered. The desert returned to its scorching silence. The calf stood beside its mother, trembling but safe, under the burning red glow of the setting sun stretching across the sand. The African desert, where the heat can scorch life from the earth, yet also ignite nature's most sacred moments. A calf born in the fire of the sand. A mother transformed into a warrior. A united herd of giraffes. And predators. Lions, hyenas, zebras, all crashing into each other in a chaotic dance of survival. Amid chaos and blood, nature doesn't care who's strongest or fastest. Only those who are more resilient, more united, and who never give up survive. If you believe stories like this deserve to be told, like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Wildlife Documentary Hub. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.